All right, David Benavidez versus David Morrell. This is the one that I get the most. You know, y'all finally broke me down on this one. My thoughts on the fight. First things first that I have to say about the fight. This is a really good fight, and this should be a really entertaining fight. This should be a memorable fight right here. This is what you want to see in boxing. And I have to bring up the fact that I've been paying attention that for this caliber of kind of fight, two young guys mixing it up like this and, you know, taking a risk, and even more David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying, taking a risk just to put on for fans and stuff like that. This fight is severely is under talked about. Severely. You would think, like I said, a fight of this caliber and what making this fight represents and the precedence it sets for boxing, you would think that this fight would be talked about more. But instead, the media spends more time talking about fighters as ducking than fighters is actually doing what we want them to do. It's crazy, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, this fight should be talked about any and everywhere, constantly. But anyways, my thoughts on the fight. A lot of people believe in David Morrell, and I believe in him too. And before I sat down and I rewatched some fight footage of these guys, I was going with David Morrell. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing. You're not wrong if you're picking David Morrell, because David Morrell has everything that he needs to beat David Benavidez. He does. However, there's a few things that I've seen that made me take back my pick of David Morrell, and I clearly see that it's David Benavidez. Number one, I'm going to have to put the durability and the experience fighter. You're going to have to get at to Benavidez. Okay? Now, to me, in order for Morrell to win, it's a few things that he has to do. It's not an if, and, or maybe. There's a few things that he has to do. First things first, he has to be prepared to fight a 12-round fight. In his mind, he has to be prepared to fight a 12-round fight. Okay? That's number one. Number two, he has to, at some point in time in the fight, stand his ground and put Benavidez on the back foot. He cannot let Benavidez gang stalk him and walk him down the whole fight. If it starts off like that, he's already has lost, because Benavidez is going to be walking the whole time and Morrell's going to be trying to be evasive, okay? And he's not going to do nothing but drain his tank. And speaking of that, that's what leads me to say that this fight will be won on the back end, not the front end. It'll be won on the back end. And if you can't last on the back end, which favors David Benavidez, then Morrell is going to lose. That's why I say it's important to expect fighting a 12-round fight. Okay? Now, the thing about Benavidez, he's pretty square up for the most part, and he's going to be coming forward. Okay? Morrell is better at creating opens and angles. Okay? So he should be able to run Benavidez into quite a few shots. The only difference is Benavidez is very durable. Okay? Very durable. Okay? So that's why the knockout and all that stuff is cool, but it's not important. Prepare to go a 12-round fight, because in that exchange, he'll beat Benavidez. Okay? But at the same time, you can't let Benavidez stalk you and walk you down the whole time. You got to make him respect you, and you got to be able to back him up. Number three, Morrell got to keep his chin tucked. He got to keep that chin tucked. His chin be up in the air too much. If there is going to be a knockout, it's going to be done by David Benavidez to David Morrell, okay? If anybody's going to get dropped, okay? I don't see Morrell dropping Benavidez or nothing like that, you know? But if it is going to come from somebody, it's going to come from David, and it's going to be a hook,
He really can't
okay?
do it all.
You got to tuck that chin. You know what I'm saying? He be too up in the air. Now, the other thing is, although Morrell is good at creating openings and good at taking the angles, at times his punching accuracy is weary, and that chin be in the air. Okay, and that's something that and David's a pretty good counter. You know what I'm saying? He's not bad. You know, and he can catch him. He can catch him that way. So if he don't stay off the back foot, and at some point back BENAVIDEZ up, if he don't keep that chin tucked and tighten up his D, and if he can't make BENAVIDEZ think about coming in on him, it's a wrap. And you're going to have somewhat of a good tank. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a good gas tank. That's why you need to prepare for going a 12-round fight. I just don't see him holding all those things together for a 12-round fight. That's the thing about it. Other than that, I would pick Morrell. But I think David, his durability is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It is. In power, I'm going to have to give it to him. You know, I just don't know if Morrell is durable like that. I think if he catch him, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of him swinging, he'll hurt Morrell. And Morrell can hurt BENAVIDEZ, but his is going to have to come up through setting it up. He going to have to set everything up off the jab. His going to come with accumulation, with combination. That's the way his goes. He got to be picking David apart to drop and knock out David BENAVIDEZ. He has to be putting up somewhat of a master class. You know what I'm saying? The right punches over and over again, adding up. You know, because David BENAVIDEZ is going to come after him, man, and he's going to walk him down. You can't be the dude on the back foot the whole time. If you start off like that, it's guaranteed that David BENAVIDEZ will win on the back end. It's guaranteed. So if he does those things, yes, he got all the tools to beat David. But do I see it? No. And the crazy part is David BENAVIDEZ is my boy, but for some reason I want Morrell to win. I don't think he can. I don't think he can hold all those things. And if he can, this will be the true testament of how talented he is. Because what he's going to need to keep under composure to truly beat David BENAVIDEZ will be impressive at somebody at his stage and being fast-tracked like he is. You know? It would be really impressive. But other than that, got to go with David. I just don't see him holding all them things up. You know what I'm saying? And you got to back David up. You do not let him Michael Myers your ass. Do not let him stalk your ass down. You got to back David up. You got to stand ground sometime in the fight. And being the fact that he likes to come forward and Morrell got the angles and the openings, you should be able to run him into some nice shit. Okay? And make him think he should be able to do it. If I'm talking about truly a world-class talent, he'll beat him. But like I said, I don't know if he can do that. So all the odds weigh heavy on David BENAVIDEZ winning back end of the fight. You know? But we'll see. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Van, I'm out.